Nowadays, you don't really see a lot of weddings at the void deck. Hi, I'm Farhana. I'm a wedding planner for Glamz Gallery, and today I will be sharing my role as a wedding planner with a kid, Gen Z, and also a senior. So let's get it started.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Ayden. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ayden.
I'll be asking you some questions.
Okay.
Could you explain what's exactly your job?
I'm a wedding planner for Glamz Gallery. So my job is actually to assist couples who is getting married. I will assist them in planning their events, from getting them a venues, looking out for a bridal service, photographer, videographers. Also, I will be on ground during their events to ensure that their wedding went smoothly.
What kind of wedding do you usually plan?
I have planned a lot of weddings, from a small reception wedding to intimate to gardens wedding, fairy tales wedding, white weddings. The best part is where you get to meet a lot of people. You felt satisfied when you manage to fulfill your client's wish.
Do you pay for the things at the wedding, or do the couples pay for it?
That's a good question. The couples will have to pay for the service. For example, when they book a venue, so they have to pay the rental for the venues.
What's your least favorite part of your job?
I would say the time taken away from my family, especially during the weekends, because most of the events falls on weekends, Saturday and Sunday.
Do you choose the shirt for the couples?
I will sometimes give suggestion to the couples, but basically they will choose themselves. So Ayden, after our conversation, are you going to be a wedding planner when you grow up?
No.
No? Okay.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Elina.
Hi, Elina.
So I have some questions for you.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So, Farhana, what is your job?
My job is a wedding planner.
Is it like hectic for you?
At times it is, but I enjoy doing it.
I know this only happen in like dramas, but have you ever handled like a difficult client?
Difficult, not really, but we do have clients that demand for, more than what they are willing to pay.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware that now the weddings is not as cheap as previously when during my time. Yeah.
no picky clients?
Maybe there's a few couples they are picky on, especially for brides. They are picky on bridal service. But for the rest, I think it has been a nice journey for me.
Do couples fight in front of you?
No,
How do you
they don't.
They don't?
They don't. Yeah. Maybe they have a misunderstanding, but they don't really quarrel in front of us.
Why did you choose to be a wedding planner?
Maybe the passions that I have in myself, and also I guess my sister is the one who actually bring me into this industry. She's someone that actually guide me throughout this journey as a wedding planner.
Is it a family business or separate?
Yes, it is.
Oh, family business.
Yes, yes,
Oh.
that's right. Yeah.
So you work with your sister lah?
Yes, that's right.
So when the clients look for wedding planners, do they look more for experience?
Normally, the clients they prefer to go for those wedding vendors that will really sit down with them and guide them throughout their journey.
What's the toughest part of being a wedding planner?
I think the energies that you will use up during the events, but it's all worthwhile.
So what's a common theme that couples usually go for?
It's mostly more to white weddings, garden weddings. Most of the couples actually, they will prefer to go something light, and pastel color.
Oh, pastel color is
Yes,
nice.
pastel color, yeah.
What are some steps people looking to enter this industry can take?
I would say that you don't require a diploma or any educations to be a wedding planner. You need to have that passion in managing your client's wedding by ensuring that you meet to their satisfaction. Because I myself is a decorator, so you must have that creativity to make your client's wedding something that they will remember forever.
So how does someone take the first step to be a wedding planner?
For us, we welcome the youngsters actually to be part of us, so they can go as ad hoc first, and we prefer those youngsters that is joyful and outspoken. Yeah, so as long as you can work, we are happy to have you on board. So Elina, after our conversation, do you understand my role as a wedding planner?
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting that you get to plan all these like happy ever after for a couple.
Hello!
Hello.
I'm Sally.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
You know I love wedding too.
I
so
see.
What would you say has changed or maybe will change in the wedding scene?
So if you're referring to like Malay weddings, so back then we used to do weddings at the void deck
Right.
or multi-purpose hall.
Right, yeah.
So now most of the youngsters prefer to do at the ballrooms instead.
Oh.
Yeah, and one of the reason is actually it's not air conditioned if you do it
I
MPH. Yeah.
Okay. Comfort.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Which is your favorite wedding from all the weddings that you've planned so far?
I did one wedding at Singapore Turf Club. They will be able to march in with the horse.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Oh,
So is that
okay.
something that, I mean, a wonderful experience for the couples, yeah.
What makes you most happy, you know?
Most of the couples, you know, especially when they give a review or a feedback, those positive feedback, it just make your day. Because it's really a tiring day when you manage someone's event. It's you will just start as early as 8 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. And especially if you manage to make the parents happy with our service.
So if you can give any advice to couples that are planning the wedding,
My advice to the couples to go within your means.
Ah.
Yeah, don't always over budget yourself. At the end of the day, you are not able to pay for it. Yeah. For our end, we will have to face the vendors. So we will have to do the payment for all the couples.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess you must have some passion, right?
I guess I love to decorate.
Creativity.
Yes. You just need to keep updating yourself. Just need to go to Pinterest and and Google and see all the latest theme for wedding theme.
On that actual day, right? So what do you
Correct.
actually do?
So we will manage their itinerary to ensure everything on ground is smooth. For example, it's a lunchtime wedding event.
Yeah.
So I will be at the venue as early as 8 a.m. to ensure that the bride is already there to have herself makeover. And then I will also ensure that, the DJ, all the door gift, caterers, everything is settled on ground before the bride starts to walk in to the venue.
Yeah.
Especially in those Malays wedding, our relative or auntie or uncle, they just love to bring extra kuihs. They will assist them on that. Yeah.
Oh, is it a custom?
Yeah, it has been generation actually.
Okay.
It's like a contribution but on their end lah. So Sally, after our conversation, did you manage to learn my roles as a wedding planner?
Yes, I did. Get some good idea. I think it's a very nice profession.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to share my role as a wedding planner. I'm able to share with them the struggle that I face as a wedding planner and the sacrifice that I have to make. My tips for inspiring wedding planner is to have confidence in yourself and also to love meeting people. Hope you learn more about what wedding planners do. Thank you for watching. Bye. Wedding planner do. Wedding planner pula. Ayo. Alamak. How people act? I don't know.